Take them 1000. Coffee on Saturday afternoon and some music. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. So today I'm going to show you a song I wrote where I used only vocal samples as the base for the instruments, and percussive sounds are made with the mouth as the rhythmic elements of the song. I made a song with it. I think it was about a month ago, or month or two ago, late summer, and I thought I'd just show you how I made it and give you a little breakdown. And make sure you stick around to the end, because at the end I'm going to play the whole song and along with the lyrics, so we can see what's going on. So without further ado, let me just jump into Cubase and take you along for the ride. So first and foremost, I'm going to show you the samples I used. This is the first sound. I made that in my throat. That is the kick drum. This is what I used to make the hi-hat, and this is what I used to make the snare and some effects in the intro. This breath I used as an effect here and there. In addition, so I used that here. That was the sound which I also am using for the snare in the beginning, like that. I also had little leads to swell into the beginning, a vocal lead, not a lead, but a vocal, a phrase which I just flipped around and time stretched to get that matrix feel. So that's the sound effects in the beginning. I also had what's called here bleeps. They sound like this. The reason I call it bleeps is that it began, the sound was a bit bleepy, but I stretched it out. So, but I didn't change the name. So, but I just called it bleeps. My sessions are like that. They are semi-structured, but I tend to use stick with the names for the tracks that I give them the first time. So it's a bit strange. So this is an instance of Howling 6, not the last instance you see in this session. I've based most of my tracks around this one. I also used the sampler track that is built in Cubase for some of the tracks, but this one, Howling 6, is so good, so you can do so much things with it. So if you have a little look here at the sample, this is just me singing one note and then tuning it to hell and back, so that it squeezes the life out of it. So it's completely straight, and then I have it looping around here, because that's where it sounded best and didn't have any clipping. So I did a lot of things with it, some envelopes, filtering, and actually I use this to make these sweeping sounds, and not bleeps, but sweeping sounds like this. And I automated the filter here, automated the cutoff and the resonance and the fatness of this sound to make it, have these sounds, futuristic sounds, just evolving throughout the song, going in and out of the audio field, sound field around you. Also automated the panning, as you can hear. So that's how it sounds. In addition to this, I also have sampled a phrase from some part in the vocals where I sing "Feel Alone," and that I use the simple sampler tool in Cubase. I didn't do too much to it. I just reduced the speed to 72%. I did some formant shifting, pitched it up one semitone just to make it in tune with a C here, and yeah, I think I proceed. Yeah, I just fattened it up with an instance of CLA2A. That compressor, I often use that compressor to just fatten things up. So yeah, so we get a sound like this. And if I go an octave, a couple of octaves up. So this is something you might hear very vaguely during the middle part of the song and the end of the song, because I have some just stabs with this here and there to make things interesting. But the intro is this one. And that's it really with that one. So in context, the intro sounds like this. So that's the rhythm. I can play the rhythm for you quickly. I wanted fairly slow and a bit loose and simple groove for this. So next out is the bass, where I used I used Howling 6 for this as well. Use the same sample as before. That didn't sound too nice, did it? Let me just really interesting, riveting entertainment this. So the bass is pretty simple, like this, and I just did some small filtering and a bit of distortion and some stuff to it, and then I ran it through the Dark Glass Ultra plugin, which is my favorite plugin for bass. Is the best bass drive I've ever heard, and the pedal is insane. I think I'm wanting that one. I'm really drooling over that one. I might have to buy that one at one point. So that's it. Really. So it sounds like this. Without the drive. Beefy. So in context. Oh yeah, the kick. I also used the Dark Glass Ultra to give it a little bit oomph, and beefed it up further with the CLA2A. Forgot to say that. So that takes us to the next part, next element, which is the pads. Sound like this. Two sets of pads. It's the same sound, more or less the same sounds. I think I've done some tweaks between them, but they're more or less the same sound, but they are played at different octaves. And to look at that, another Howling 6 instance, surprise surprise. I use the same sample, that tone. That one. So very exciting, I know. So it sounds like this. and of course sent off to a huge reverb. So sound like this. And the second pads sound like this. I think it's an auto wah. Yeah, there's a talk box going there, and tape saturator there. That's the difference. So the talk box gives it that wah like wobble. So that comes in. So the first verse is just vocals and bass and drums and the effects. Then the first pads come in at the end of that, and then the next section the other pads come in, but with the first pads in context. Yeah, I forgot that one. The ARP. I'll take that afterward. Nah, I'll take that now because I'm going to forget it. So, the ARP. This is hack and seeks. It's the same sample. You can't hear it because I've mangled it from here to eternity. So as you can hear, it is an arpeggiator, but I'm just playing it in small stabs throughout the song, and I'm automating the panning to give it a sense of space and make the whole thing bigger and just make the song sound a bit more interesting. Just to augment the pads that are just droning away. Yeah, so you can. In context. I found those kind of things very useful. So back to the pads before I forget them. This is what it sounds like when the full pads are coming in. So if I backtrack here a little bit, I have something here. I'm sure I have the names. As you will see that in future videos as well. My projects are a bit semi-organized, but I use a strange mix between Norwegian and English when I give it some names. Just basically give it the name the first name that falls out of my mind, actually. So this is more a lead that follows in the background. Følger bakgrunnslyd. Need coffee when you're talking that much. So this is another Howling 6, and I think this is the same sample again. No. That was the first sentence. So I used that in this lead. And I did a few things to it. Added some grain. Amplifier, just volume, really. Tweak the envelope a little bit. I did mocked a little about with the frequency, not much. There's a few layers there. I'm not sure if. Yeah. Every layer here has a sort of a short delay and reverb and tremolo and weird stuff going on. And yeah, this goes in the background. In context. that's that. Now it's time for the lead. The lead sounds like this. It might. I think it's. I think I've done some tweaking after I exported the song and uploaded to SoundCloud. But yeah, this is more or less how it sounds. It's I sent it to a verb instance and a delay instance, just to give it some space and just let it stand up. Like the vocals, the lead has some sense to the pads. The pads are I'll do it again because I'm losing my language abilities. As with the vocals, I was going to say, this is side chains. I have some sense to compressor, side chains. Let me try this again. Like the vocals, the lead has some sense to a compressor sidechain input on the pads to give it more space. That wasn't too difficult, was it, to say? So that's it, really. Sounds like this. Just simple line to emphasize the chorus, I think, or just to make it sound nice. In context. So that is that. Is there any more here? Should be a third pad around here. Yep. Third pad. Towards the end. Same sample. No, it's a different sample.
Here I am looking.
It's that beginning. I think it would be beginning of verse 2 or something like that. Lots of stuff going on there. Some phasers and yeah. Phasers and craziness. I really need to use these sounds in another song because these are fabulous synths actually. I love it. Anyway, they just come in and try to just beef things up a bit. Make it bigger. In context. So that is that. The vocals, what is it to say about that? Send that to delay, which is supermassive. I love it. And a parallel compressor. I often use that on the vocals to beef them up and give them a bit more weight. Sometimes I use one FX track with a compressor as parallel. Other times I use 2 or 3 or 4. Up to 5 actually. It depends on the song and what I feel is needed. I'm running it through the NLS channel because I love this. I'm only using this in a subtle way, but it gives just warms the voice a little bit up. Gives a slightly better and fuller sound. Not much, but a little bit. And I use the HEQ from Waves. This is my favorite EQ, and I use it pretty much everywhere. And yeah, the vocal is it is what it is. I'm not a vocalist, but I did as good as I could here. Didn't tune it, or I tuned the first note or the first verse, but other than that, I didn't tune it at all. I thought I could just have it a bit loose. So, sounds like this.
Here I am looking out on the world.
Not pleasant listening to your own vocals on solo. In context.
Here I am looking out on the world. Empty-eyed.
So that's it, really. That leaves me 2 minutes left on the camera to do a wrap up. So that's good. So it is. So there you have it. Hope you like this. I really enjoyed going through a song like this. So I think I'll make a couple of more videos of other songs from similar challenges and show them to you. As I said in the beginning, I'm shortly after this I'm chucking the song with the lyrics, so you can hear the whole song as it was mixed and uploaded to SoundCloud. I'm going to link my SoundCloud down below. Also, this challenge, which I'm actually participating in every month, it's a challenge amongst the patrons of Rachel K. Collier. I'll link her channel down below. And each month we have the RKC Playground Challenge. So if you're not a patron of Rachel, come and join us in the challenge. Now, thank you for watching, and roll the song.
Here I am in the dark night of winter, howling wolves, so lost to the world. Frosty dead eyes keep staring right at me from the wreckage of a broken mind. Is this why I am leaving? Standing over me, roaring with laughter, as I lay broken and alone on the floor. I saw a stranger in every mirror, his soul so withered and weak. That's why I'm leaving. Here I am looking out on the world. Empty eyes, empty broken mind. How existence is such an atrocity. Words of kindness do not really count. That's why I am leaving. The last words of a dying man fall unheard on the frozen ground. All that I lost, but I never gained, forever engulfed darkness and pain. That's why he left.